What's up everybody? Welcome to a new video. This is the year in review video for 2022, and as usual every year I do a year in review video. I've been doing one since I think 2019. My voice sounds dead just because I just woke up from like a nap about like 25 minutes ago and I still have not like spoken and talked at all. But you know, it's 2 p.m. So I'm getting this video out a little late just because I fell asleep. Because I was only running off a few hours of sleep, and now I was like, okay, I think I got my energy back for now, at least until the night. But let's just get this video started. You know, I don't want to beat around the bush or anything, but what a year this has been. It's been a crazy year. You know, lots of stuff has happened this year, lots of good, some bad. And this video, I just want to tell you guys how my year has been, and also how the channel has been doing, because you'd be surprised to see that this is probably one of the better years of my channel in a really long time. So let's get started. So let's start off in January, you know. So the month began and I started off the year with a holiday in Mexico. I went there for 11 days. I went to my dad's town, as you guys probably saw that vlog towards the very start of the year. And that was a fun trip, even though I got sick like right towards the very beginning, and I caught a really bad cold. I don't know if it was probably COVID or something. I don't know if it was. I can't say for sure. It felt like it a little, but I think it was mainly just a cold or something like that. And you know, around that time I had just gotten my Dell Latitude computer, so I took it with me and I started playing. I played a lot of GTA 4. You know, I was playing lots of GTA. You guys saw that I did post a lot of the FDLC mods of those videos, and you know, I'm gonna talk about that later on towards once I finish, you know, how my year has been, just kind of once I get to talking about the channel. But yeah, I took my computer with me and I started playing lots of GTA 4. Brings back memories to the you know, to when I first found all the songs from the Jazz Nation radio that they have, and I still love those songs even a year later. Still reminds me of that place. And you know, after I got home, it was nothing too ordinary. The rest of the month went by, you know, just like if it was normal month. February, same thing, nothing too crazy, except we did get snow in the very early days. No, it was like, yeah, early days of February. We did get hit with the snowstorm, which is fun, and I hope we get hit with one again in February, this upcoming February. Then you know, again, the rest of the month just went by pretty slow. You know, and you know, just the consistent FDLC videos that I've been recording. And then we move over to March. This is where things begin to take a turn, and not for the good. So the month of March started off really bad, because that was when I got all my social media accounts hacked. My YouTube account got hacked, my Instagram got hacked, my Facebook got hacked, my Discord, all my stuff was getting hacked. And the reason that it took a bad turn afterwards is because my Instagram and Facebook got deleted. My Instagram account that I had for 7 years, that had 7 years worth of photos and all those memories and stuff, gone, just all gone. And Instagram has really terrible customer service, or Meta, because you know, Instagram and Facebook are ran by the same company. So afterwards, that's when I started to get a bad view on Instagram, and I still do. You know, that app is still buggy for the most part, and Meta in general has just been going downhill ever since Mark Zuckerberg took office, or he became the CEO of Meta or Facebook. And you know, ever since that happened, I started to have a bad opinion on Instagram. Not Facebook, just because I barely use it. I use Instagram more, so that's why I say only Instagram. That's why I started to get a bad, you know, my opinion started to change towards Instagram, and I started to hate the app more and more, just because this stuff was happening to my friends as well. And yeah, I managed, thankfully my YouTube account, they only tried to change my password, but I got it back. And thankfully it should be good now, even all these months later. I think there have been some attempts of, you know, people trying to hack me, even though I changed my password. But you know, nothing ever since like probably October, so I'm good for now. Thankfully I still have this. You know, I would have been probably a lot more devastated if I lost this, because I have much more. I mean, I was already devastated that I lost my Instagram just because all those memories gone, primarily pictures that I didn't have anymore. So I would hate to lose, you know, all the videos as well. Then, you know, I just made a new account afterwards. Some pictures I still had saved, thankfully. And then, after all that fiasco happened, the month of March went by kind of slow, and it was just ordinary. Spring break happened, we didn't do much. I went to Six Flags for the first time in, I think, my life, or maybe years. I don't know if I've ever gone to Six Flags when I was younger. And after that, nothing too ordinary, nothing too crazy. And then in April, I think, same story, nothing too crazy. May, on the other hand, this is where things took another turn, but this time it was for the good, since I was approaching the end of my senior year in high school. So I was super busy that month, with prom, graduation, preparations and all that stuff. And I graduated high school at the end of the month on May 28th, and that was a cool thing. I finally got there after all those years, and now I'm more or less slowly becoming independent. I go to college now. I can drive now. I told you guys in my not my previous video, but the one before that, I passed my road test. So I'm slowly starting to become more independent, which is good. And that's where I kind of see more character develop in myself. And then the summer, June, July, and August, I'm just gonna skip through those. Nothing too ordinary happened. June I went on vacation in Mexico for around the beginning of the month. And then June, I also did forget to mention a few things. April was actually when I broke my Canon Vixia, my HFR 700. I remember I was outside filming some trains on a windy day, and my camera fell to the ground and it shattered. So I was left without a camcorder for about 3 months. I eventually did sell it after. I'll talk about that in a second. But I just kind of rethought of that, just because as I'm about to talk about the month of June of what happened. That's when I broke my Apple Watch. I broke my Apple Watch Series 3, the one that I've had for 3 years. Because I had no more screen protectors. I was gonna tell myself to buy them, with my new Apple Watch, but maybe I should have bought them. I probably should have bought them, before, because I remember I accidentally just slammed my arm up on my desk right underneath it, and then the thing just cracked. The glass was coming apart, and then eventually the whole screen just came off while I was sleeping. And I remember that. And I also did get scammed for a fake portable battery that was supposed to be an Anker branded one. Thankfully, I did get my money back from that one, and I got a brand new one, which I still have that one, and it's still working good. June wasn't super ordinary. July is when I got this Canon Vixia HFR 800 from my friend, and this one is still holding up pretty good. Some nice improvements that also I do like. Besides, now the screen, for one, is not cracked, and also my other Vixia was already having a wobbly charging port, which that one, this one doesn't have that problem anymore. This one does have a little issue. It does have a speck of dust in the lens, but it's barely noticeable. Right now, you don't even know it's in there. It's only if you're shining towards the sun that you will notice it. And even that isn't too bad, so it's okay. Considering how much my friend sold it to me for only $100. You could find these on eBay for $200 or even $250. So I say I got a really good deal with this one. And July and August, I don't believe anything too ordinary happened from there. But summer was terrible. Not for me. I'll just say, just because of the weather, we got insane heat waves, record-breaking temperatures, and it was just bad. It was really bad, because it was super, super hot. And everyone just wanted the heat to be over. Me especially. I was like, dude, I cannot take this anymore. Then August comes around, end of the month, I start college, and I'm still in college today. And college has been, well, it's had its ups and downs. I've made some new friends there. I've mostly been chilling with my old high school friends, because most of the group that I hang out with, they go to the same college as I do. And I met some new people, and I guess the talents is mainly just all the assignments that pile up on you. But nobody said college was going to be easy. And afterwards, it wasn't nothing too crazy. I guess after September was just, a little normal for me there. I did begin to start to take my driving lessons around the end of September. And October, this is where things actually begin to get more and more exciting, because this is where I purchased my Lenovo Legion 5, which is my first actual gaming computer, because my Dell Latitude computer was driving me insane already. The mistake I made last Black Friday of paying $300 for that Dell Latitude, and I don't even think it's worth that much. I think I actually got ripped off when I bought it. I think if I were to buy that computer back then, I think I probably should have only paid $150, not $300. So I think I got ripped off there. But regardless, you know, that computer was beginning to have its own issues. Already, you know, from the beginning, the gaming performance was not great, and it was just getting worse with time. The performance was getting worse, and you know, I eventually, you know, I saved up a little bit of money because it was already starting to drive me nuts. You know, things slowly started to stop working, like the internet. You know, they worked, but like, you know, they were, you know, glitching a lot, and I couldn't have that. You know, so like, how am I gonna use this? So I looked on eBay, and I did have one computer in mind. It was the Lenovo Legion 5, and I bought that for $750. I made an unboxing video of it. It actually gained some attention. I think it has over 1.5k views or something like that. Regardless, I upgraded my computer, and this computer has to be the biggest upgrade ever, the biggest one ever. Even, you know, when I bought my MacBook, that was a nice upgrade, but you know, at least comparing it to now, this is an even bigger upgrade. You know, this computer is huge. You know, it can actually run games, you know, powerful games at a really good speed. I guess minus GTA 4, that one runs at mid just because the game is old and the version of the game is old. So it has occasional frame drops just because, you know, that version of the game wasn't the most stable back then. You know, but honestly, every other game still runs like, you know, very, very good. You know. But it does have a little bit of an older gen graphics card from like 2019, but honestly, you can't even notice it. It honestly doesn't even feel like it. But yeah, I got my Lenovo Legion 5, and it was awesome. You know, it was such a big upgrade. Finally being able to play GTA at 1080p 60 FPS. Then I eventually did sell my other computer for like $50, and I was like $60, which I do believe that's what that computer was worth. My computer that I have now, the Lenovo one, is worth a bunch more. It's worth, I believe, $1,000, and I got a pretty good deal for it too. So honestly, I was like, you know what, just buy it now, because you'll honestly be paying the same amount on Black Friday. So like, just buy that computer. And then also in October, you know, I started my my new part-time job. Well, new at the time. I've been working there for about like 3 months now. I work at Amazon, and that's when I started in October. And I like that job. And you know, the rest of October, nothing too crazy happened. I mean, I did get sick towards the end of the month, so that sucked. I don't know if it was the flu or not. I don't know what the hell it was, because yeah, I was pretty sick toward the end of the month. And then November happened. That one was nothing too crazy. It was my 19th birthday on the 11th of November. And then, you know, 2 weeks later, I bought my iPhone 13 Pro that I have now, that I got on Black Friday. And I did make an unboxing video on that, and that video is going, you know, viral like crazy. You know, it's already about to approach 3,000 views. I guess a lot of people really like to see Amazon renewed phones. So, you know, November again wasn't anything too crazy. Just, you know, ordinary as usual, I guess, besides my birthday and getting my new iPhone. That one was probably the bigger highlights of the year. I mean, not the year, the month. And then December, nothing has been too crazy this month. And now we're here today on New Year's Eve, which I cannot believe it's today. You know, it's crazy how fast this year has gone. You know, it feels like yesterday was already, like, was the beginning of 2022. You know, I was just chilling in my little house in Mexico, you know, at the very beginning of the year, and now it's New Year's Eve. It's crazy, you know, crazy to think about. And this year has been crazy, definitely. Lots of good moments and some bad moments, but mostly good. You know, I've accomplished so many things. I graduated high school. I've done so many new things. I'm finally, you know, driving now. Finally, I go to college. You know, right now, I'm happy with what I have. You know, and I was just telling that to myself, you know, the other week, because, you know, I was like, what do I want for Christmas? Because honestly, I already have everything I want. You know, everything I could possibly want. And now it's just like, now what? So I feel like I managed to accomplish a lot of that this year, which is why this year has been mostly good for me. You know, even those little bad moments, you know, definitely don't outweigh the positives, because I've done so much good stuff this year. A lot of stuff has happened, you know, a lot of good stuff. I've accomplished so many things, and you know, it feels great, you know. And I'm looking forward to see what 2023 has in stock for me. And that's just pretty much in terms of, you know, my personal life and how my year went. I'd rate this year an 8 out of 10, definitely. I don't know what I rated last year. I think I rated that a 7.5. I forgot. I'll have to look at the video. But I rate this year an 8 out of 10. Definitely, it was a pretty good year, and now I'm looking forward to see what 2023 has in stock. So that's my personal, life and how my year has gone. Now let's talk about that channel. Now this channel, the growth still hasn't been going, the best, but I've been consistent with videos this entire year. In fact, I posted like probably three or four times more videos than last year. And I was scrolling through my channel, I was like, man, I have a lot of videos that I posted this year, like so much. I'll count them later, but primarily it has to do with the fact that since I got my computer and I was, grinding on GTA and posting videos about it. And also, the stuff, because this year I was also collecting tech, and I was kind of making videos on that as well. And also on the new products I was getting, like my computer and my phone. Mostly it has to do with the GTA stuff. I'll have to see, actually in fact, let me see right now how many videos I posted this year. So I'm out here counting, and I see this year I posted 106 videos. But looking at the videos last year, I was counting that, I actually have 94 videos from 2021. I'm like, wait, what? I guess maybe I was a little less consistent with the videos last year. Maybe that's why it seems like it's so short. But this year I posted like 106 videos, and last year was 94. I guess the better thing this year is I was a little more consistent with uploads, and that mainly has to do with the GTA 4 FDLC mod. And that's primarily what I'm mostly doing nowadays, like the videos you usually see. And it's a script mod I've been wanting to play for years, since I was like 11 years old. Yeah, I found that mod in 2014 when it came on. I was like, dude, I gotta play it. And that's why I got that Dell Latitude. That's why I got it I was like, dude, I need something, but I don't have the most amount of money right now. And I really desperately wanted to play it. I mean, thankfully, it worked at least to the point where the game could run and I could actually play the mod. But now that I have something better, I could play, and have better time with it because it's more enjoyable. And yeah, it's mainly that, and that mod. I know a lot of people don't play it anymore. I know a few people still do, because I get comments on my videos about that. People asking me, oh, how do you set up the mod? So I know at least that I'm not the only one who still plays it this year. And I've been really, just grinding with that, and it's been fun. I've done over, I don't know how many videos, maybe 40 videos I think about this year on the FDLC mod. And that mod is so fun, all the crazy moments that I get, and it's fun. I definitely look forward to making more next year. And 2023, I'm bringing back tech reviews. I did say that I am going to start doing that. I think I'm going to begin with B-roll footage tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see. And then that's pretty much about it for this video. It's been a crazy year, in terms of my personal life, and I guess my channel's been more consistent. And I'm slowly starting to get new subscribers from different audiences, or like different fan bases, not that same old, what it is, I don't want to say it. So that's nice, I guess. We'll see how the channel becomes, or how it grows and following into the new year. I don't expect it to be anything too crazy, but we'll see what happens. And let's see what else I can accomplish next year. I'm definitely looking forward to it. This year was so fun, and I can't wait to see what 2023 has in stock. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So stay tuned for tonight. I am gonna do a countdown, a live video, the countdown, and I'm gonna do it this time on Animal Crossing New Leaf, not New Horizons. I'll explain why in that video. And hope you guys had a good year, and I hope 2023 is gonna treat you all well. And that's about it, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.